in the writer's room. Find out what's Braydan playing with under the table. Who's Cole's best friend? And will our dynamic duo finally write their way out of sequence 2.1? You picked the right time because...
It's time to ride it. 3, 2, 1, let's get it. Come on, pull up a chair.
We shall.
Shall we?
We shall. We shall. We shall.
Shall.
Yes. We shall.
Shalling we?
Does that mean that we've started already?
I don't know.
Probably.
Have we? I don't know, Braydan. Have we? Have we started?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Can you tell me?
About 30 seconds ago.
Hi, everyone. How are we doing today? This always happens.
Always. Yeah.
It wouldn't be a true Writer's Room episode without it. How are we doing, everyone? Welcome back to another beautiful, fun, writerly episode of the Writer's Room. Braydan here with my good friend, co-host, Cole. Yes. If it's not clear already who we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to add anything to that?
I am excited.
Why are you excited, bud? Why are you excited?
Because we.
Let's get close for this.
Wait, whoa.
Get a little closer for this. Get a little closer. Focus. There we go. We.
What the? Wait, what? Oh, yes, because we are finishing up sequence 2.1, and we're gonna.
Yes.
Yes. It might
Yes!
take the whole episode, but we're gonna do it.
It might take the whole episode, but we're gonna do it.
We're gonna do it. God damn.
All right.
God damn. You got so dark there too. That was great.
I know when I zoomed in, it gets dark now because I changed the settings on my camera. There we go. That looks fine. So, like you said, we're gonna. Did we not already finish 2.1, or am I crazy?
We did not. You're crazy. We have an argument to write.
Yeah, probably.
Jinye and Coyote are arguing over
shady.
the fact that Jinye went out on her own to attempt to kill.
Did we not want this? Did we not want that argument to be in 2.2?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think this concludes 2.1. This brings everything to a close in 2.1 so that we can then move on to the next bit of events in 2.2.
All right, fair enough. All right, so 2.1, we're going to conclude today. All right. Let's do this. So.
Yeah, let's
just.
Sorry.
I'm not going to do an entire recap of what we've already done, but just so we can get back into that mode if we don't remember, because it's been a couple days. We just finished a pretty big, important fight against the Yuri. New leader's dead, old leader is pretty beside himself, and Jinye has made somewhat of a grand revelation, a grand discovery. These monsters are a bit more sophisticated than she once gave them credit for, or at least was once presented to her as the case. She's seeing that they have some kind of... Whoa.
No.
What? Are you just playing with the boom arm now?
But it goes up.
Yeah, I can do that.
I didn't know that. All right, sorry. Yes, go ahead.
So she's made a grand discovery, a grand revelation, if you will, of what these monsters are truly like. In doing so, she's helped commit murder, basically. She was aid to first-degree murder, but now they're getting run out of town after the townsfolk have come to see what they've done, and now an argument's about to start. Is that...
As one does, you know? Arguments happen.
As one does.
Genier.
So let's get down the parameters of what this argument is truly about. So what are we? What we're diametrically opposed beginning this. What's Jeonye? Where's her head at when she starts this conversation? Where's Coyote's head at when he starts this conversation?
I was getting to that.
Well, I'm just setting it up for you.
Okay.
Okay.
I wouldn't have actually set that up very well. You have an A24 hat. That's
You're
a great
welcome.
spot.
You're welcome.
I need more hats. The argument is it's surrounding the events of 2.1. Because most of the, I would say, issues that arise for our characters in 2.1 is because Jeonye, without really having all of the details, went off on her own and attempted to assassinate the Urayuli leader.
Right.
So the Coyote is... Here's what he has to convey.
Okay.
She has fucked up. Which she has.
Okay.
He has to prevent her or persuade her from doing something like that again in the future. And he has to... Well, actually, that might be it. Unless you could think of a third bullet point that I'm missing, that's kind of what the argument needs to cover for sure.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that. So we're having an argument about Jeonye's actions. Did we want to include the blood aspect? Is that where Jeonye's coming from? Is she kind of upset about this blood situation?
That's a good point. I didn't actually get into her head. That's what the Coyote needs to convey.
Okay.
She, in an attempt to, I guess, defend herself, she wants to convey... let me say the Coyote wins this argument because we kind of need him to continue the story.
Yeah, fair.
But Jeonye, where she's coming from is, I thought I could cure myself doing this, which is incorrect. She thought she wasn't sure she could fully trust the Coyote and the wolf. And then I don't know if this is like completely on her side, but somewhere in there we need to put that she didn't know this, but she's killed a generally peaceful race of beast that the Coyote, I think, deep down believes it was unnecessary. Now, the wolf's plan was to do this anyway, but I think the Coyote was gonna... This won't be in our story, but I think the Coyote would have attempted to prevent any death from occurring. I think he would have tried to negotiate, hey, let's not attack the town, give us some blood, and let's come up with like a trade deal here to make everybody happy.
He's more of a suave silver tongue type, whereas the wolf, who was running point on this operation, is much more gung ho in how he goes about things.
Yeah, and silver tongue's a strong word. I think it's more just tapping into his love for nature. He loves creatures.
Yes, very true.
But I mean, he, I guess, would be using a silver tongue to make he would have. This is obviously not happening now, but you know.
So Coyote's probably a bit more talky than we give him credit for. Wolf is definitely the fighty of the two. I think we can agree on that.
Yeah. And it's not even like words. It's just like he would rather have peace if it's
Pacifist
yeah,
first.
He's
This
pacifist first, yeah. Especially when
That's
it
his
comes
default.
to this species, most other monsters, he's like, all right, let's fight. It's pacifist within reason. It's like he knows. It's like if he came across a deer, he's not gonna shoot it unless he absolutely has to.
Yeah.
And even then, that's kind of a stretch for him to do that, I feel like. So, okay.
Got it. So, we have two different viewpoints. And basically, that gives our characters two wants in this scene.
Yep.
Coyote probably wants to teach Jean-Ye a lesson, which I think he's going to get at the end of this scene.
Oh, yeah.
Jean-Ye, she wants to defend herself, and maybe also, I think, in the back of her mind, she wants to get to the bottom of this blood situation, because she still doesn't really know much. She went off her gut feeling, this monster blood will cure me of my infection. Didn't work out, and she doesn't know that was a wrong assumption. But so she's trying to figure out more. She's trying to get the coyote to open up more. So we have two different things, two different diametrically opposed positions for two characters to start a scene. Now is what we in the film writing world call a negotiation. It's time to get into a negotiation.
So
and
I have a question.
In this talkie scene, yeah, go for it.
So this is an argument we're about to write about.
Correct.
We're in the beat sheet. And yes, we've been having temp dialogue when it's absolutely needed, but I almost wonder if it would be better and more efficient to just bullet out the wants of the two characters, and then when we come back to write the actual scene, we take those wants and we transition them into the dialogue. But okay. I'm asking your opinion on that because you're more experienced in feature film beat sheeting.
So, yeah, I mean, I kind of would like to cut down on the number of beat points now, because it does feel like this part of the process is taking unusually long. I mean, we're working together for the first time on something this big.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some things lost in translation, and we really wanted to make sure that we kind of go in as well prepared as possible, because we don't want to come back out to the beat sheet.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't. I think we can cut down on the number of beats that we're writing going forward.
Mm-hmm.
So, what I'll suggest here is we can beat out where Jean-Ye's head at, beat out where the coyote's head's at, kind of 1, 2, 3, or maybe 1, 2 even, because I think this is a kind of a shorter scene of how this conversation goes and where it ends up. I think is the most important part. The shift in character perspective as the conversation ends, and then we move on. Let's get into 2.2. Let's get into table setting, and let's try to get this beat sheet, moving forward.
Yes.
So
it is.
Yes. But I was saying negotiations. So when you have two characters that want two different things to start off a scene, obviously it can't end up that way. So they have to negotiate. Sometimes it's literally negotiating, like talking together, which I think is going to happen in this scene. Other times it's like they have to fight it out in a negotiation of a fight scene where it's like give and take, but I'm going to punch you, I'm going to block, things like that. It's a tango. These things are tangos. And you got to know your steps. So when two characters come into the scene wanting two different things, there's 3 different outcomes. Either one character, actually, no. Okay, let me backtrack and be more general. When a character enters a scene with a want, no matter if another character has a different want, doesn't matter. When your main character, or when a character enters a scene with a want, and this is true for the film in general, but there's 3 different outcomes. Either they get what they want, they fail to get what they want, or they have a new want that arises, a greater want that arises out of the sequence of events. So maybe it's like, for example, this character enters a scene and she is very thirsty, she wants water. Either A, she can get some water and drink it, yay, hooray, happy ending. she fails to find any water and doesn't get it. Oh, boo. Or a bear comes and, well, now she's a little bit less worried about the water right now because, first of all, she's got to figure out this bear situation. I don't want to get killed by this bear. So, thanks for that.
What?
For lip syncing me.
What are you talking about?
Oh, never mind.
I haven't said a word.
So we can agree in this scene, the coyote needs to get what he wants, which is teaching Jeunie a little bit of a lesson here of how this world works. And Jeunie is not going to get what she wants because it's going to be supplanted by a new want, which is I no longer need to worry myself maybe with the intricacies of blood magic and monster blood and their abilities, because something more important is curing this monster infection I have. And the only way I can do that, I find out definitively in this scene, is to trust the coyote and go to Monster Hunting HQ. Yes? We can agree on that.
I actually no, that I don't think I could have said it better. Like, I think that's exactly what we need. Like, that's the only path forward for this story. Unless we wanted to ruin the story, of course. But
No, we've got. Sometimes it is smart to just follow the most obvious path forward. I wouldn't even necessarily say it's the most obvious path forward. It's just the path that we need to go on in order to progress a story. Yes. I know there's like, you're always thinking as a writer, you want to like subvert expectations. You want to do the opposite of what everyone's thinking. Sometimes for the logic that you set up and the story that you have, you just have to do it sometimes. You have to do the most obvious thing in order to subvert expectations later on. Like here, when we're going to probably subvert expectations, hopefully, with the reveal that these monster hunters are a little bit more nefarious than they let on. So yeah. We're setting up that with something a bit more simple and straightforward right now. So
yes. So
with all that being said, now that we're on the same page, let's write this out.
So let me set us up here. Coyote wants, and then Jin. I always forget. Jeunie wants.
Jeunie, correct.
Oh my god. Wants argument outcome. Let's summarize it in these three and be done.
Yeah.
But we do have to be specific in these three. So I'm gonna just say, because I know for sure the coyote wins this argument. Jeunie feels guilt after her actions, and they both now have a better understanding. I don't know how to spell understanding of the path forward. Would you agree with what I have said here?
Yes, but the only thing that I kind of want to change, I don't really want Jeunie to feel guilty for doing what she believes was the best thing possible. I think she can feel remorse for attacking an innocent monster. I do think that she learns a bit of a lesson here. She had a misstep and she's able to calibrate. But I think, she's an assassin, she's a thief, she comes from this background. I don't really think she's like, oh, Coyote, I'm so sorry, please, I'm sorry.
Well, no,
I don't think it's anything like that.
No, I think it's more like I think as they're leaving town, they end up seeing more of the Yulis just being sad. And it's like, we understand their situation more as they leave town. And Jeunie essentially guaranteed this outcome for them by killing this specific Yuli. Because that was the whole point of creating this narrative of the Yulis are being abused, was to kind of create some mistakes that like we don't know, or because like the wolf is making it seem like they're more evil than they actually are, but we're seeing like the hints of like, oh, this was not the correct decision.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what have you put? Coyote wants to teach Jinya a lesson about the rules of the world and not step out of line with his wishes. / That's pretty good, actually.
And Jinya wants. I think outwardly it's she's coming from a defensive standpoint.
Yeah.
She wants to defend her actions, defend herself.
Yeah, I was gonna say justify her actions. I like defends her.
Yeah, justify, defend.
Actions, I like her actions with
But-
claim. But.
I think, but she's also trying to interrogate a little bit more about what the Coyote's plan actually is. Like, okay, you're telling me all the reasons that I was wrong to try to fix my problem, and you said you would fix. I still don't know what your plan is to fix my problem. But how about like we get onto that subject? You know?
She almost deflects,
And-
but she still has to learn
Yeah.
the lesson, which I think we can still pull off both. So I think this works.
I kind of want them to start not fully take out the fangs, but they're starting to kind of claw at each other a little bit here.
Mhm.
So some barbs, I think, that maybe take the Coyote, that cut the Coyote deep,
Mhm.
deeper than he's willing to admit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Does this mean 2.1 is complete?
I think so.
Okay. This is a draft 1, so we might come back when we're done with the whole thing and make some revisions, but as of now, 2.1 is done. And obviously the entirety of Act 1 is done, so, but everything's subject to change. But we're going to go on to 2.2, which I believe ends with
our midpoint.
so I was going to get more specific and say the hunters being
More specifically,
revealed.
yes.
Yeah. Which then turns into the 2.2 and 2.3, based on what I'm seeing, is like they're almost one thing, but they have to be separated for organization's sake. Because
Yeah.
2.2 directly gets into 2.3, at least in our case.
So the way that that's usually the case for most movies.
Okay.
So typically at the very end of 2.2 is the midpoint, and that's usually a single moment. So I think and I don't think this is how it's gonna go, but the midpoint is basically they walk down the wrong hallway, they walk into the wrong room, and they see all the blood wizards and doing cult shit, and the wolf is there, or maybe the wolf is not there, but we know that these are like the leaders of the monster hunting cult working with these blood wizards doing really evil shit. And it's like, oh no, everything that the Coyote has lived is a lie, and Jinya has been led astray because of that. And then that's like that moment where they're like, okay. Where they're like looking at him. That's the end of the midpoint. That's end of 2.2. Right. 2.3 that's when we're gonna be like, we gotta fight our way out of this. Yeah. So we're like fighting down hallways, John Wick style, the raid style, and getting out of there. And about halfway through 2.3, I think we get out of there.
I've had a thought.
Go for it.
And I'm a bit early because we're not there yet. But what if the wolf doesn't know either that the hunters are evil?
Oh,
So this is revealed to all three of them, and the wolf is like, I hate to say it, but we have to listen to them. And he bends the knee, and he's still our antagonist, but it's like he's gonna choose, because obviously the hunters are keeping monsters around and increasing their population to continue working. And so the wolf is like, they're right, because we need monsters to survive. We need the chaos. And I might be misremembering our point of the hunters a little bit, but something to that effect.
So you're saying that the wolf doesn't know either, and he finds out in this moment at the same time as the coyote and Junye.
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying that he eventually sides with Coyote and Junye, or does he go with the rest of his cult and the blood magic members?
No, I think he because I think our plan was to make him our main antagonist of this particular story.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think this could help us make that even more interesting if we have him side with the cult.
Because I'm thinking it's almost like we're just doing a speed run version of Anakin Skywalker plot. Or Anakin Skywalker storyline. He kind of starts off well-intentioned, but his methods are a bit unorthodox and very morally gray, more morally gray than the Coyotes. He finds out that what he's known as a lie, and then sides with the villains, and eventually becomes leader of the villains in doing so.
Yeah,
because he kind of like in his own way overthrows the Emperor and like throws him off the building with Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah. And of course there's an argument to if he survives this film and we pretend we do a sequel, which I feel like at some point we're going to end up wanting to do that, but that's just me.
Yeah, there's a lot to this world I think we could explore even more.
But then that leaves an opportunity open if he survives the climax somehow, that there's a redemption arc that we could play with. But we're not even close to there yet.
If we can work that out. But yeah, let's just I do like that he kind of finds out too. Or that even could be performative. Like, oh my god, it's all fake. What? Yeah. Well, I could see that being a possibility as well.
As I was creating this, I realized that it didn't make sense for like the coyote to be the only one that doesn't know.
Wait, what?
It doesn't make sense for the coyote to be the only one that doesn't know the true intentions of the hunter cult. Like this allows that to make more sense.
That's true. Okay. So that's like it's only like the top echelons of this society know.
Maybe not even the top, but it's like I don't know, if we have like private captain, sergeant, maybe like the person above sergeant. I don't know if I named I'm so sorry to all military people. I don't know if I named any of those right, but it's like like the people that command I would say like small groups of people are the ones that kind of are in the know, and then everybody below them are just like doing orders, like they're just doing what they're told.
I think it's like we said that the monster hunting code is like situated across the country. Yeah, there's like different posts. So maybe there's like 40 or 50 of them in each fort or whatever or something like that.
Yeah.
Or maybe closer to like 20 or 30.
And I wonder if this one in Texas is one of the bigger ones. Or, because I know for sure in this movie, I don't think we're taking down this HQ at all. Like, we're kind of... The wolf will get promoted. Yeah, the wolf will get promoted, and then he'll be dealt with dead or alive, in some form of fashion. But the leaders of this section, they're still, like, around, in my mind. Which would, I don't know, I just feel like it would be difficult to kill all of them. Which I think that's the way it's planned out right now anyway, so.
Yeah, they're definitely, it's like a fight to escape, not to overthrow. Because they still have to be there in order to be a threat for the rest of the movie.
Yeah. So, okay. So, I'm gonna add one more bullet.
All right.
They leave town, walking past. Oh no! Wait, hang on. I always have to look. Okay, good. You spelled it down here. You're a Ulysses.
You're welcome, buddy. I knew what you would ask.
Did you? I have to look at it every time. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, it's a difficult word to spell. It's not intuitive.
Yeah, you're usually hard at work, slaving away for the people. And then that brings us right into 2.2. What? Huh?
Yes.
Yes.
I just realized that I was I keep looking down and people in the audience might be a little weirded out.
He's playing with his dick. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't.
That was the
Don't kick me out.
Grunt.
Don't kick me out. I'm sorry.
But my mom finally watched an episode, and I received my first piece of feedback as a host is that, and I know this, I'm very fidgety. I'm a fidgety guy. I play with my hair a lot. I mess around with my face and stuff. So she was like, "You gotta stop with the fidgeting." I'm like, "Okay."
I fidget a lot too.
So I have my Rubik's Cube, and I've just been fiddling with it. Let me get some quick ASMR break as Cole gets ready to write to sequence 2.2. Can you hear any of this? You can't. Just imagine it's really cool and satisfying, because it is.
It's just a bunch
of speed.
Here.
It's a speed cube too.
Hang on. So you do it, and I'm gonna
They weren't fucking around with the noise canceling on this thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
so what I've done is I've done this, and it's it's the same thing. That's all it is. Anyway. Obligatory casualty chain.
Yes. Time for the obligatory causality chain. Here, what?
I pronounced two of those words so incorrectly. Go on.
I'll allow you to have another chance.
Obligatory causality chain.
There you go. Oh, it's beautiful.
You know what?
Yes.
I've been... My personality on this show has been idiot. It's not changing. Go ahead and explain to our audience, because I don't know what this is.
I know you don't, buddy. I know you don't. I know you fucking don't.
Yeah, let's rub it in. Let's cut my hand open and just rub salt all over it.
This is me rubbing your blood across my cheeks in satisfaction.
Oh, wow. I hope you somehow get in your own hair. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. It's happened to me. I've done this, and then 3 days later, it just kind of
Yeah. No, that's happened to me too.
Yeah.
Obligatory causality chain. So this is the most obvious point in a movie where everything kind of but up happens. So everything that we're going to do in this sequence is really eventually going to lead to this grand reveal at the midpoint that we were living a lie, and we kind of just set ourselves up for it. So this starts, literally in the scene that we just wrote, it starts with Jeunier kind of pledging fealty to the coyote and being like, you know what, fine, I know I'm an independent type of person and I'm a go-getter, and look where that ended up getting me. I ended up hurting an innocent monster and messing up that whole situation. So I'm just going to follow your lead. And here's where the coyote's going to mess up. And it's not really his fault per se, because he's been living a lie, yada, yada, yada. But we're building, we're going up the mountain slope to then fall down in an ever-growing snowball. Yes.
So,
So first things first, I think most importantly, we got to get there. We got to get to HQ. We got to get to Dallas or Fort Worth or Houston or whatever it was.
I'm gonna hang on. I gotta find it. Oh, it might be in Act 1, actually. No.
All right.
No, it's 2.1. Okay. I'm gonna move this line, which means I'm deleting it up here. You'll recognize it though.
Okay.
Because I think we'll be able to squeeze this in here. Somewhere. Not like that, but like somewhere.
All right.
Something I would like to do is get Junier and the Coyote closer now that we're trying to move on from this screw up. Now this might be better at a later point. This might be better after 2.3 in all honesty, but I want to mention it. She overheard and actually perked up at the idea that the Coyote was suicidal.
Okay.
Which,
yeah, I remember you saying that.
So I almost wonder if, because we said he's a bottler. I wonder if she gets him to try and open up, and that helps him grow, and their friendship bond is strengthened because of this. But I don't know if it's too early for something like that.
That's a good point. That this is the kind of stuff that usually happens in like 2.4 or 2.3.
So
usually,
let me add something though. If he's a bottler and he's not emotionally intelligent, what's to say that he wouldn't continue to bottle in 2.4? Now she might express some things, but if he doesn't learn, you see what I'm saying? He doesn't learn that it's okay to express himself.
Okay. Here's my suggestion for that.
Okay.
So there's two routes we can go in 2.3/2.4, which is usually 2.4 specifically around the climax of the film is usually your most emotionally raw scenes in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So like think Marriage Story. Every day I wake up, I wish you were dead. Like that kind of stuff happens in 2.4. That kind of like just like the most emotionally taxing scenes for a character development, where we kind of shoo away with the subtext and stuff, and we just say what we feel most of the times.
Yeah.
So two suggestions, two routes for that. Number one, they do the opposite of what they're used to. So for a bottler like the Coyote, that would be the moment where he has this grand display of emotion and is like wailing and yada, like he's expressing himself for the first time. And if that's the way we want to go, then I want to save any sort of revelation until that moment so it's more powerful. If we just show him kind of like sporadically getting more and more, then like there's like a build up to it, but it's like it's so much more impactful if like that's the first time we ever hear him like cry or yell or anything like that emotionally. Yeah. And then Junier could like kind of retreat into herself because she's so overstimulated with emotions that she just kind of reverts. Mm-hmm. Or number two, they just amplify what's already in their personality. I can see that happening too. So the Coyote bottles even more to where he like goes nonverbal or whatever because he's so distraught, and then Junier is like just a blubbering mess. So it depends on the beat you want to take. I do kind of think that number one is a little more interesting character-wise because he kind of really, I don't know if you would expect, and I think that would be earned if we pull it off and we write it the right way. That kind of like really cool character beat would be earned where the Coyote and Junier switch emotional intelligence or emotional styles.
Yeah. But I agree with you. But I think we need to show off their personality in some way. Now,
and I would hope that we would do that in writing the script, and the dialogue and stuff would help start showing their personality.
well, let me say words. Hold on. Hold on. Okay.
I'm holding my horses.
I'm trying to figure out how to say it. What? People are messaging me. Stop.
Hey, everyone that's messaging Cole.
Oh my god. We're done in 19 minutes. Well, no, probably not 19.
Everyone messaging Cole. Hey, focus. Everyone messaging Cole right now, stop. I'm gonna come to your house and like kill you or something.
Well, okay. Hold on. That's like my.
Is that not what you wanted? Is that not what you wanted?
Dude, that's my bestie. You can't kill my bestie. What the hell?
Your bestie.
I have multiple besties. Get over it. You're not special. Shut up.
Jesus Christ, that was a.
No, I didn't mean
that. That was a dagger. Now that's my dark. This is my dark night of the soul moment.
Yeah. You put on a Batman outfit.
Get over yourself. I have multiple besties. Get the fuck over it.
All
right.
Oh, shit. What was I gonna say? Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh my god! 1 out of every 5 men are secretly. No, I'm not gonna read that. Okay. Okay. Don't worry about it. Okay.
All right.
Oh, shit. What were we talking about?
You were about to respond to my suggestions of how to handle 2.4 emotional outbreak scenes.
Okay. All right. So I see what you're saying. Where when we're writing the script, their personalities might come out a bit more, but I think it would be neat to have a moment where they're walking on the path, and she's asking questions, and he's a bottler, so he's just kind of like maybe mumbling or one-word answers, if anything, or just can we talk about like anything else, or but then maybe there's a moment where he gets like frustrated and reveals a small bit of emotional information, but it shows his emotional not intelligence and her emotional intelligence for because she's heard this information, she knows he's having a hard time in life, and she's emotionally intelligent enough, especially after she's screwed up. Maybe there is a bit of like, maybe he was trying to help me. Let me see what I can do to help him. But that was just my thought. And if that's something that's in 2.4, sure. But that was just the thought I had.
Because I mean, honestly, I think that happens in the argument scene in 2.1. I think that's snuck in there. Because, I mean, if we're going to have that argument scene where we're having like talking heads, and then we're going to go straight into another scene later on where we're doing something similar, that's not really interesting for a viewer. Let's just shove that in.
That's true.
Where we're already doing this talking. And I think I think that's a perfect moment for them to start showing some vulnerability, or at least for Jeannier to start showing some emotional intelligence, and the Coyote to kind of hint at some vulnerability in that sequence, because something big just happened and it kind of is testing their relationship.
Yeah.
I think it's perfectly viable for them to have
an
emotional response.
Let's keep that in the back of our minds. They're still walking on this path, though. Or
so maybe we want to say, like...
Let's write that down, actually. That's a good idea.
Jeannier is trying to get Coyote to open up about his disposition on life.
And it might be a thing we have to can later, but I think this will work.
Coyote just wants her off his case.
Yeah.
In that regard. And I think there's like that for me makes that scene so much more rich.
Yeah.
Because we're doing plot things, but we're also doing character things in the back of our heads. That's so much more fun to watch. And especially since we're doing like action horror, which I think I'm hoping to strike that balance between action and horror.
Yeah.
So if we're gonna break away from the two things that make an action horror movie, the two things that make a genre movie great, which is the things that the genres do. So if since we're doing action horror, if we're not gonna have a scene that's scary, and if we're not gonna have a scene that's like bloody and fucking cool where everyone's fighting, then we have to be doing something interesting with the characters and the plot. So having that little subtle detail that kind of underpins everything they're saying makes that scene much more enjoyable to watch, and I think that much more necessary to watch.
Yep. So, okay, so they're on this path. I want to bring in scary.
We do more scary. I'm hoping that we bring in scary throughout some of these other things. But
but we haven't had like. What was the? Oh shoot! Hold on. Oh shoot! What was the Nightcrawler? The Fresno Nightcrawler. I wanna create a terrifying moment on this path with the Fresno Nightcrawler. That's the ghost one.
The Fresno Nightcrawlers were the lanky ones with the long, scary legs.
Yep.
Yes. Let's do that.
All
right.
Yeah. So
let's lock in.
Let's lock in.
Cole has mentioned that his love for action sequences in the past. I love horror. I really do. So
okay.
And I know you do as well. I'm pretty sure you like horror.
I'm complicated. I don't usually like watching scary stuff. Lately, though, I've actually had an itch that I would like to scratch for watching something. I wanted to watch the Jurassic. This is like the fourth time in our series that the Jurassic Park movies have been mentioned. I want to rewatch the entirety.
So let's talk about it.
All those. But anyway, that's nothing to really do with this. So, all right, well, let's let you play here. Let me set up a thing. They're on a dirt path, and they've been on this dirt path since they left town, right? They're going. Oh shit, where are they going? Was it Houston?
We're going to HQ.
Yeah, I know. I just don't remember what town it is.
Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth. What's another big? San Antonio. Any number of big Texas cities.
It's weird because I know exactly where it is. Because I remember looking at it on the map. I just don't remember which one that was. Hang on, I'm looking. I think it is Houston. No way. Nope, it's Dallas. Okay, it's Dallas. I was wrong. So, I think
Dallas.
To begin, a fog. I don't know what time of day it is. A fog kind of rolls in. And it's like, this is kind of how we enter with the Fresno Nightcrawler, and then you do your thing. You take that and you spread love on the sandwich before feeding it.
I spread
to the
spread
audience.
love on the sandwich.
Yep. That doesn't.
All right.
Yeah.
You want to write that down? What you just said?
No, I don't. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
The two walk on a dirt path. Are they silent? They're probably silent. They're probably like, I don't know. That's something to worry about later. Why is it underlined? It doesn't matter. I'll fix it here in a minute. A mysterious fog roll. What time of day is it?
Oh.
We have not been keeping track of that.
No, we haven't.
I feel like the Yuri stuff was during the day.
All right.
So, and I think it'll be better to have this at night because I want to give the Nightcrawler a slight glow.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, but I don't know if you... I don't know. Mysterious fog slowly appears on the path. The coyote stops and looks around, and then I'm gonna let you take over. While I look up, I want to look up background for the Fresno Nightcrawler. Just to make sure that we get some lore accurate things in there.
Yeah. While you're saying that, again, this is the start of our obligatory causality train. Trademark the writer's room, whatever the hell. I think everything that happens in this sequence, I definitely want to come back and bite someone in the ass pretty immediately. And then that can build on into Act 3 and things like that. So, before we start working on scaly things, we gotta work on plotty things. These Fresno Nightcrawlers are kind of like the centerpiece of this scene. How will we bring them back? And how will this interaction have an effect later on? That's something to think about pretty immediately before we actually start thinking of like what would be scary, what would be interesting to happen here. So, let's see.
Oh.
What?
All right. Possible explanations for what the Fresno Nightcrawler actually is.
Okay.
An alien or extraterrestrial being.
Pretty standard.
To be clear, I don't think we're going to use any of these.
Okay.
A new species, possibly a primate with short arms or no arms at all. A misidentified deer standing upright.
Okay.
Pants and or a puppet on a wire.
Okay.
A bird walking like a crane.
All right.
Person wearing big pants and walking on stilts.
Pretty standard. Yeah, pretty expected.
This one's really stupid. A balloon tied to some sort of cloth with two remote-controlled toy cars as the feet.
Because they have access to RC cars in 1860s America.
The closest thing we could probably do is the second one, a new species, possibly a primate with short arms or no arms at all. But I would almost rather go a supernatural route and make them more ghost-like.
Yeah, I do, because
Except for their movement.
I want to stray away from having it be like mutated children, because that's kind of like what the Yuri are.
Yeah, we just
functioning as. So if they're like, I don't want to do like a mutated thing. Well, I guess are all monsters just something else, or do they all kind of have their own mystical origins? Like, can some of them be supernatural? Do we want to include aliens in this world?
Well, it's like I think our swamp monster is purely just a giant lizard.
A giant lizard.
Yeah, these things are, I would say, supernatural and could maybe even like glide through the air if they wanted to. But they're like, maybe they're like a cold something. If they're ghost-like, but I know, because I like how you wanted them to walk. Like, I want to make them ghost-like, but with your element of how they walk, which is like, they're super crazy long legs, and having them create these like crazy strides.
Yeah.
But I also want them to look ghost-like, but they don't move like your typical ghost. I'm gonna hang on. I'm gonna share my screen. I know we do have to do plot stuff before we get to this point, but it's good to have this.
Yeah. How are we doing on time? How much time do we have left in this episode?
We have time to kind of take a look at this, and that's probably gonna wrap things up.
All right.
Because we don't have a good plot point to fixate on at the moment, which is something I think we can definitely easily come up with next time.
Yeah. This is we can discuss about what we kind of would want to happen plot-wise with these characters.
So this is
I really like this.
Yeah, it's made of wood, but like if we do this mixed with this, that's insane.
Yeah. I'm super attracted to the idea of them having like unnaturally gangly long legs. And like maybe a kind of like a small spherical head at the top. So it's just like legs and a head.
Yeah. And I think what would be cool is we'll go back to this picture. If we had like bits of like cloth, like not like ripped or anything, it's like clean and pristine, like
whiskey,
semi-transparent like cloth, like a wedding dress kind of thing. I think that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, that's freaky. I like that. Okay.
Let's see. So origins. It's not part of Native American folklore. First sighting happened in. This is not what I wanted to do. This is the website. So I'm gonna. I'll link that in the description so that you can see where we're getting our stuff. And obviously,
get your monster reading up, audience.
Off camera, everybody. I'm gonna cross-reference some things, make sure that this is at least somewhat accurate across the board. And it's not like we're taking all of the facts and just using them. We're kind of putting our own twist on these things to the best.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, Fresno, California is the first sighting, which Fresno Nightcrawler, fair enough, by a man named Jose. He saw him on his surveillance camera in his front lawn. He heard a dog barking. And so he just kind of saw them. But it's like they were just walking. There's nothing saying what they... Now, an interesting point. The Carmel area creature is a monster in Ohio. But it's eerily similar. But it's gray and I think taller.
7 foot tall, I like.
Yeah.
Maybe even like 8, 9 foot. Like unnaturally tall.
I think a stupid height. Like
yeah.
And there's like, what's a good word? Like, well, they wouldn't be anorexic, but they're that skinny. Like that's just how they are naturally. Like they're just super skinny.
Yeah. Very like sunken skin. If we would even call that skin, if they're like a ghost.
Okay. And the feet of the creatures can clearly be seen as well as what appears to be some sort of webbing connected from the knees to the upper body. So, that's interesting. What if they kind of try to like suffocate their victims by wrapping them in like whatever that is? Maybe it's like a spider kind of thing.
Wait, can you go back up to it? Highlight it so I can see it.
Oh shit, I lost it. Hold on. Here. This whole thing. And the feet of the creatures can clearly be seen as well as what appears to be some sort of webbing connected from the knees to the upper body on at least the larger one. So I guess multiple were seen on the security footage, and the larger one. So
there's like
some stuff.
There's webbing from the knee to the top of the leg.
Yeah, and I don't know. Yeah, so
because what if they have like let's watch this.
Yeah, we're gonna watch this.
A Fresno Nightcrawler alien sighting. And this is real footage that we're pulling from
Yeah, original
this website.
Okay, crop to fill up the screen. You can play the video anytime. You don't need to. Okay, here we go.
So you be the judge. Is this real?
Yeah, this is nighttime.
I see.
Oh,
something.
there it is. Oh, ooh.
Ooh. It's very, very flowy.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
It's not. It was my understanding that they like walked normally, but it's like almost a partial glide.
Yeah. I kind of want them to move a little more unnaturally.
I agree. I just didn't expect that this is how they moved in this.
Yeah. Oh, they've edited the photo. Aha.
So
Busted.
Maybe. Let's see. I mean, I don't see a string, but I also don't. I don't entirely know. Wait, it's hang on, it's enhancing.
It's zooming. Enhance. Oh yeah, I see it. There's like a really subtle string, kind of like tugging it along.
Okay, it's almost like a pole. It's like a pole that they're like dragging along and like puppeteering with.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what it's saying. Okay, I thought that was the shadow when they first showed it.
Are those eyes?
Woo!
Oh my god! Very interesting. Okay, so
yeah.
Nice.
So yeah,
cool.
That's it. But you know what? That's the shadow. Or you know what? That's a pole. That can't be a shadow.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we knew it was fake to begin with, but
well, pretty obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're a cryptid believer out there, please feel free to let us know in the comments how we're wrong and how this is undebunkable.
Yeah.
Let's open that door up.
All right, so I don't know. I threw out an idea. What do you think? Let me stop sharing, actually, because we've kind of gone over that. What do you think this monster does offensively and defensively?
I'm into this idea of suffocation.
Okay.
I would like to make a suggestion for how it could happen.
Okay.
The webbing is cool. What if instead of like this awkward kind of like Spider-Man arm web between the knee and the upper leg, what if it's like around their toes and they can like stretch their toes out and just like grab it around someone's head and just like cut them off from air?
Maybe like a kind of like a snake. That's probably not
like their
foot.
foot.
Yeah, something like that.
It's like a snake's mouth and just kind of like. Like they have like normal foot and then they raise it up and it's like webbing and then overhead.
And it's like maybe they act like it's like an anglerfish kind of thing. They're like playful and they're like trying to like. And I know obviously they walk like you said. I'm just kind of spitballing, but like they get close enough. They kneel down with their lanky legs to like get a closer look, and then they kind of
like a granddaddy long leg spider. They're kind of like they get their head cut down and their like gangly legs are like bent. Ooh, that's interesting.
And then they can.
I do like this like anglerfish type thing. What if they do have an arm that kind of can go like and like dangle, like float freely, and lure people in?
Okay, I wonder if we could do like. Because I mentioned they have cloth kind of just flowing off of them. I wonder if we could do something more like that, where it's like it's not an arm, but it's just a limb that they can just kind of. It doesn't even look like a limb. It's just like a weird like thing of like I don't know how to describe that, but I think we're on the same page.
Yeah. I that's cool. That's cool.
Okay. So we are out of time, so we need to keep this in mind. But literally, I think we get to the plot of getting into your scary stuff section that we've kind of worked on.
Stuff.
And then we can do maybe some maybe jump scare or something, maybe just atmospheric scary. We'll kind of determine that more in the next one. But thank you all, everyone, for watching.
Thank you so much for watching.
If you like the video, leave a like. If you don't, leave a dislike. Comment what we did wrong, because we like to learn from our mistakes.
That's the rule.
If you're looking up our content and, just want to kind of keep watching us, why don't you subscribe? It'll appear on your homepage. It'll notify you when we upload. It'll make life easier on you.
Yeah, gotta hit that bell so it'll notify you when we upload a new video.
Check out our Instagram. We have a TikTok. If you want to just kind of check out our funnier, more short form content, we have a lot of funny moments on this show, and maybe.
Yeah, and I believe by the time this episode is uploaded, we'll have our Spotify up and running as well. So you can, if you're into the whole Spotify thing, or if it's not by this time, well then there you go. It's coming in the pipeline by the time this episode uploads.
I think it's like 3 days off. I think it's like 3 days off.
Well, so in 3 days, check out our Spotify. 2 days. 2 days. Check out Spotify. Listen in. If that's more your jam, we're willing to accommodate, and let us know if you prefer that or what you were liking, what you're disliking, and let us just. Give us your thoughts. Yep. Also, I don't know. Did you say to let us know about any movie ideas that they have?
I was getting to that next. If you have a comment of an idea of something you want to see, whether it's in this feature film or just some sketch, I think we're gonna get into some sketches after Act 2. We might take a break, or possibly after the beat sheet. We're kind of. We spent a lot of time on the beat sheet. We both, I think, kind of want to get it done.
Let's hit that beat sheet milestone, and then let's get into a sketch or two.
But we are really excited to kind of keep this going. But yes, we're gonna begin uploading to Spotify, kind of normally, and you'll be able to listen to us. Or it has video on there too, as far as I can tell. So.
Yeah, it will, but I mean, but you can always just not look at the video if you just don't like these mugs. It's fine. Yeah, we say everything we're doing, so you get the idea.
Yeah, if you don't like our faces, it's fine.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll let you go hang out with your best friend, and me, your fuck all, just will go rot in a hole.
You are my other best friend. Don't listen. People can be best at different things. Friends are different to everybody. That's how it works. You are my best friend in other ways than my other best friend. Leave it be, okay?
You are
special.
I'm just happy to hear it, it's nice to hear it sometimes. You're my best friend too, buddy.
Yeah, I know I made the joke that you're not special earlier, but it actually means you are special. You're just a best in a different way. That's all it is.
You're just good at other things. It's okay. You can't always do everything, but
at least I can't. I can't. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you. This is a Saturday, so we'll see you Wednesday.
Yes. See you on Wednesday.
We'll see you Wednesday, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.